Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to the knapsack, and today we're going to be looking at polygons, right? So here we have a worksheet from Ultim8 Tutors, and here it talks about the polygon. It gives us a brief understanding of what a polygon is. A polygon is a shape with straight sides. Polygons come in different structures. Poly means many and gon means shape. Now, here we have a few examples of some of the polygons that we know: a triangle, a quadrilateral, a pentagon, a hexagon, a heptagon, an octagon, and a nonagon, and also a decagon, right? So that's 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, etc. So now you see, this is what we call polygons. Now, let's move on to plane shapes. Okay, so when we want to find total internal angles, we look at this formula. Total internal angles goes to n minus 2 times 180. Reason why we say times 180 is because that's how many triangles we can fit in that shape. So if we're to connect the vertices and make triangles out of this shape, we can make n minus 2 times 180, or actually n minus 2 triangles out of this. Now, what would be n? N is the number of sides. So whatever shape it is, if you count the sides, let's say if you have 5 sides or 8 sides, let's use 8 sides. If you have a shape with 8 sides, if you take away 2 from it, it means you can fit in about 6. It's actually 6 triangles in there. And then for this shape, particularly the shape which is a pentagon, you can fit in about n minus 2, that's 5 minus 2, 3 triangles in there. So 3 times 180, that will give you 540, right? Now it's written over there, 540 is the total interior angles. Therefore, since we need the size of 1, and keeping in mind that this is a regular shape, we divide 540 by the number of sides, which is 5. So that's how we now know how to calculate each of these angles. Okay, so let's move down here and see some of these questions. So you can see we have a bunch of questions that we've grouped together down there, but today we're just gonna focus on one. So let's choose one. Let's choose number 3. Number 3, the one with the shape, and you can see that it has the marked angles inside. And number 3 says find the value of x. So as you can see, some of those are degrees, some of those are algebraic. Okay, so I've drawn the shape how it is on the paper, and then I've put the angles inside. So here we have 120, here we have 5x minus 6, here we have 4x plus 14, 7x, 8x minus 8, and 6x. All right, so first you need to write your formula down. The formula is n minus 2. This is the formula, if you remember, this is the formula of finding the total interior angles, because our task is to look for x, right? And we can't solve x if we do not know what all of these angles are equal to. So that's the game plan, finding what all of these angles are equal to and then solving for x. So step 1 is finding the angles, and this is the formula we need to use. N represents the number of sides, so we need to know the number of sides the angle has, the shape has, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 sides. So I'll put 6 here. 6 minus 2. This will give me 4, which will give me 4 times 180. That will give me 720. Okay, now I have 720. That means I can now go on to the second step, which is finding what x is. Now, I find what x is because I know 720 is the total interior angle, meaning if I add all of these, I'll get 720. So now I'm going to add (6x) plus 6x. That will give me a total of 720. Now I'm going to just add the x's first. 5 plus that plus that plus that plus that. That will give me 30x. Let's move on to the numbers. If I move the numbers, I will still have, let me bring this down, 120. negative 6 there plus 14 minus 8. This, if you can see, it will give me a 0, right? This will already automatically give me 0. So if I move, and now I have to move this aside, and if you know your equations, you know if you move this aside, it's going to change its sign. And then we have 30x here equals to 720 minus 120 degrees, and then that will give me 600 over there equals to 30x, right? I divide both sides by 30 to isolate x. I get x equals to, what's that? That'll give me 2 and a 0, 20. So now I know x is 20 degrees.